So staffing. So the one sentence that tells clearly about staffing is putting the right person at the right job. So planning what we did, we prepared a blueprint. In organizing, a structure is created, positions are created, and physical resources are arranged. Now the structure that has been created, right people need to be placed at those places. So, as I said, that the positions have been formally created, either a divisional structure or a formal structure. So, we did the process, and there we said that assigning responsibilities, duties, and then creating reporting relationship. तो वो तो हो गया. Now the time comes when the right person has to be placed at the right job. So, what is the staffing? Staffing is the process of appointing the right people at the right job and keeping them over there. So जो हमने पढ़ा था प्रिंसिपल ऑफ टेन्योर, वो भी यहाँ पे एप्लीकेबल है, दैट कीपिंग देम ओवर देयर आल्सो कम्स अंडर staffing. So you can see here, finding the right person for the right job, having the right qualification, doing the right job at the right time. इतना सारा right भी लिखने का जरूरत नहीं है, बस इतना ही चलेगा. Keeping or staffing is the process of putting the right person at the right job. And yes, it's a continuous process, because despite principle of tenure, people may leave the organization may expand, and more employees will be required. So this function of a staffing goes on and on. Now, what are the benefits of staffing? It's filling the roles by obtaining competent person. It helps the organizations to get the best person and keep them in the organization, because we know that physical resources are useless until unless human resources put them to the right job. Right use. Placing right person at the right job. It is through this process only that you find the right person for the right job. So in other words, we mean to say that you just cannot put anybody at any job. You need to see that the job description and the qualifications, they match, and then only the person will be placed at a position. Growth of an enterprise. Only when right people with the right skill set, right mindset, right qualifications are appointed in the organization, can the organization grow. So when we talk about SPG, survival, profit, and growth of an organization, it's absolutely in the hands of the human beings. Then also optimum utilization of resources. It's a human being who will find out the best method of doing the things in the organization, where there is no overlapping, there is no duplication, and so best utilization of human resources, all resources is taken place. It helps in competing. Now, how does it help in competing? There may be n number of organizations who have the same kind of physical and financial resources, but management किसका अच्छा है? Human power, जो human resource है, वो किसकी अच्छी है? जिसकी अच्छी है, वो ही रेस में आगे निकलेगा. So when we talk about competition, like I come from a school which is really, a very fancy school, a wonderful, beautiful school. I call it as a Karan Johar's school. Right. So, but if we just leave the infrastructure over there and all the beauty over there, and the teachers are good for nothing, the school will not be able to work. So it's the human resource which actually makes the organization move ahead in competition. And last one is improves job satisfaction and morale of the employee. Beta, when people get the job as per their qualifications, as per their skill set, as per their expertise, then only they will be satisfied, and they will also be loyal towards the organization and remain over there. So these are the benefits. अब इसको प्लीज एक बार अच्छे से पढ़ लेना, बिकॉज यूजुअली इसमें से क्वेश्चन नहीं आता है, पर अगर आ जाता है तो स्टूडेंट्स उसको बहुत लाइटली लेते हैं. सो इस टॉपिक को एक बार अच्छे से आप लोग पढ़ लीजिएगा. Moving on to staffing as a part of HRM, I'll take it in 2 minutes. Bas. HRM is a very wide term which stands for Human Resource Management, and staffing is just one part of it. So HRM includes staffing. So everything that we will study in the staffing process, that is a part of HRM. तो उसके अलावा और क्या आता है? उसके अलावा providing after job benefits. That means it goes on before recruitment, जहां हम बात करते हैं जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन बनाने का, जॉब स्पेसिफिकेशंस बनाने का, जॉब रोल्स डिसाइड करने का, वहां से एचआरएम शुरू होता है. और खत्म कहां होता है? इवन आफ्टर द पीपल हैव रिटायर्ड और लेफ्ट द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, इवन दैट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट. सो रिटायरमेंट बेनिफिट्स, टेकिंग केयर ऑफ द एम्प्लॉइज इवन आफ्टर रिटायरमेंट, ट्रेनिंग एंड डेवलपमेंट, which is a part of as such staffing also, and most important, representing the company in case there is any lawsuit. that also comes under HRM. So the entire staffing process, then laying down the process, the SOP for staffing, various kinds of selection tests, then after retirement benefits, and even the representation of the company, that comes under HRM. Now we come on to the important topic, which is process of staffing. ये एक अकेला ऐसा chapter है जिसमें आपके पास दो processes हैं. One is the staffing and the other one is selection. Unfortunately, the slide that you have on your screen right now is incomplete. So I would rather like you people to complete it. So how many steps are there in staffing process? 5, as is on the screen. Oh, I have asked you.
No, ma'am, 8.
Ma'am, 8.
8, absolutely. तो इसको अब आप एक कहानी की तरह समझ लीजिए बिल्कुल आसानी से. सो द फर्स्ट स्टेप इज एस्टिमेटिंग मैन पावर रिक्वायरमेंट. देखो, कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जब शुरू होता है तो सबसे पहले उसको एक एस्टिमेट बनाना पड़ता है, दैट इज एक बजट बनाना पड़ता है कि हाउ मेनी एम्प्लॉयज आर रिक्वायर्ड एंड व्हाट काइंड ऑफ. नाउ व्हेन आई से व्हाट काइंड ऑफ, दैट मीन्स व्हाट आर द वेरियस लेवल्स दैट वी रिक्वायर दीज एम्प्लॉयज, बिकॉज लेवल्स के अकॉर्डिंगली उनकी क्वालिफिकेशन, स्किल सेट, एज, एक्सपीरियंस सब कुछ मैटर करेगा. सो एस्टिमेटिंग मैन पावर रिक्वायरमेंट हैज 2 keywords. That is workload analysis and workforce analysis. Workload analysis deals, I'll take you to the next slide so that you have on the screen also. It's here. You can see here. It deals, or it means analyzing the number and the type of personnel required. यानी एक organization में workload कितना है. So number and type of employees required is workload analysis. And workforce analysis, अगर एक नया organization है बेटा तो उसमें सिर्फ workload analysis होगा, उसमें workforce analysis हो ही नहीं सकता. But if it is an existing organization, let me see if my pointer is gonna work, because I did not try it today. Just give me 1 sec, Peter. Yes. So if it is a new organization, then it will have only workload analysis. But if it is an existing organization, it will have workforce analysis also. So ये किससे deal करता है हमारा? Number and type of, what the hell are you doing? Number and type of employees, human resources. I think my pen tab has gone crazy today, so I'll not use it better. So workload analysis deals with number and type of employees, and workforce analysis deals with number and type of employees already present. 1 sec, there is something really wrong with my... I can hear my watch speaking. I'm extremely sorry for all this mess. What's wrong? Give me a sec, beta. I'll... Okay. What's wrong? This technology at times baffles me. ठीक है, हम एक काम करते हैं, इस घड़ी को उतार देते हैं फिलहाल तो. Easiest thing to do. Here it goes back over there. All right, we'll continue from here. So we were talking about workload analysis and workforce analysis. So workload analysis deals with determining or analyzing the number and type of employees required, and workforce analysis deals with the number and type of employees already present. A comparison of these two will tell the organization that how many more people need to be employed, right? और उसके accordingly बनेगा job profile and job description. अब ये 2 words भी आपको पता होने चाहिए, job profile and job description. Job description tells you what kind of age, what kind of qualification, what kind of skills an organization is looking for. And job profile tells you what are the responsibilities which a person will have to perform at those positions, right? So ये आपका आता है estimating manpower requirement. Next is recruitment. In very simple terms, recruitment means...
Progress.
Recruitment means... Is somebody playing games with me here? Mhm. All right. Even this is shut down. All right. Yes. So recruitment means motivating the people to apply for various jobs in an organization, advertising for various positions through various means of recruitment that we will study ahead, and motivating the people, inducing the people to apply for various jobs in an organization. That is recruitment. Then, after recruitment comes selection. Now that people have applied, then comes the time of selection. Also, beta, we say recruitment is a positive process because recruitment कहता है please come apply for the jobs, come and apply for the jobs. So it is inviting everybody. But when it comes the time of selection, now they sit down, now they have various parameters, or then they start finalizing, or we have process for that also. So now they start filtering the people कि भाई इतने सारे लोगों ने अप्लाई तो कर दिया है, अब इनमें से किसको कौन से लोग रख रहे हैं लग रहे हैं जो हम इनको हम आगे प्रोसेस में लेके जा सकते हैं सिलेक्शन के, और किनको राइट नाउ वी हैव टू से टाटा बाय बाय. जैसे प्रोराटा अलॉटमेंट की जब हम शेयर्स इशू की बात करते हैं, तो व्हेन शेयर्स एप्लीकेशंस आर इनवाइटेड, यू गेट एप्लीकेशंस लाइक एनीथिंग, बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू अलॉटमेंट, then allotment may not be made to everyone. So that is how we take selection. So what is selection? It is the process of identifying and choosing the best candidates to fill various positions. For this purpose, various kind of selection tests may be taken. And this is considered as a negative process because, or a negative step, you can say. Right now it's a step, but in selection process may it will be a negative process. Why? Because it rejects the people and accepts or selects very few. So the other side of selection is rejection. That is why it is called as a negative process. Then comes the fourth one, placement and orientation. Now that the final selection has been made, the person selected needs to be placed at the right job position. And orientation means familiarizing the people with the rules and regulations of the organization, with the co-workers and the work culture. So कोई भी नया आता है जब ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, तो उसे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के बारे में बताया जाता है, उसके रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस, उसके साथ काम करने वाले, उसके सीनियर्स, उसके सबऑर्डिनेट्स, वहां का वर्क कल्चर कैसा है, उसके बारे में फैमिलियराइज कराया जाता है. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज ओरिएंटेशन. ओरिएंटेशन में लास्ट फॉर अ कपल ऑफ आवर्स और मे बी 1 वीक, इससे ज्यादा को ओरिएंटेशन नहीं होता है यूजुअली. सो estimating manpower requirement, recruitment, selection, placement, and orientation. First 4 steps gone. Next is training and development. Though the right kind of people have been selected in the organization through a rigorous process, still it's very important that their skills are sharpened from time to time. So training is the process of improving the skills of an employee at the current job. And development means providing learning opportunities to the employees so that they may develop and they may go for better positions in the organization. So training and development again is an ongoing process. कोई one time process नहीं है कि जब appoint करेंगे तब training and development होगा. No, it's an online like ongoing process, continuous process. So then comes performance appraisal. Now, what is performance appraisal? It means evaluating an employee's performance. एक बार employee organization में आ गया, अब वो काम कर रहा है, तो उसकी performance को evaluate यानी judge करना भी बहुत जरूरी है कि जो इसने बड़ी बड़ी बातें कही थी at the time of appointment कि मैं ये करूंगा, वो करूंगा, मेरी ये qualifications है, is he performing at that level or not? And for that, evaluation or performance appraisal takes place. So performance appraisal is done by your immediate senior. जैसे आप लोग की performance को evaluate करने के लिए exams लिए जाते हैं. All right. So performance appraisal process involves defining the job, appraising performance, and providing the feedback. Boss, you are right over here, but ये कुछ areas है जहां भी आपको काम करना पड़ेगा. Then comes promotion and career planning. So promotion and career planning, again, 2 words. Promotion means placing the person at a higher position. So it's a vertical movement at a higher position in the organization where ARA, authority, responsibility, accountability increases, pay increases, salary increases, incentives increases, designation increases. Yani har kuch, like everything increases. All right. Headache also increases, tension also increases. And what is career planning? Career planning means charting a way that how far can this person, move upwards in an organization. So again, हर किसी का promotion नहीं होता है. The people who will be performing better than the others will be promoted and will have a long-lived and more fulfilling career within organization. And the last comes compensation. Everybody in the world, including you, me, works for money. You are studying because you also want to place yourself at a good position somewhere someday and earn good lot of money. I am doing it because I am getting salary. I mean, right now, not this class, because this class comes under self-actualization actually. But otherwise, everybody works for money. If tomorrow my school tells me कि मैडम सैलरी नहीं दे पाएंगे आपको, तो मेरा पैशन वैशन सब हवा हो जाएगा, बिकॉज आई मीन मनी इज इंपॉर्टेंट. सो कॉम्पनसेशन इट मीन्स डिजाइनिंग द पैकेज, द CTC ऑफ द एम्प्लॉय. अब इसमें आपका सैलरी भी आता है, इंसेंटिव्स भी आते हैं, फ्रिंज बेनिफिट्स भी आते हैं, जो भी हम आगे पढ़ेंगे ना, कैश एंड नॉन कैश इंसेंटिव्स मोटिवेशन में जो हमने पढ़े वो सारे कॉम्पनसेशन में आते हैं. राइट. सो दिस इज 8-step प्रोसेस विच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इसमें आपको पूछा जा सकता है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, that XYZ is a recruitment agency. They have already done the first 3 steps of staffing. You are required to explain the next 4 steps. So for staffing के first 3 steps उन्होंने कर लिए, अगले 4 कौन से हैं वो आपको बताने पड़ेंगे. So process आपको पता होना चाहिए. So when we talk about recruitment now, that is, recruitment is inviting the people to apply for various positions in an organization. We have 2 sources, internal and external. Internal source is more reliable. It is cost effective. There is hardly any training and development required. Orientation का जरूरत नहीं है. बंदा वहीं का वहीं है. उसको आपने एक position से दूसरी position पे भेज दिया है, and he belongs to the organization, and he will always be grateful to the organization कि उसको opportunity मिली. So that is internal resources within the organization. External, we know, when employees are recruited from outside the organization, outside the company, it's external resource or external recruitment. Expensive hai, time consuming hai, less reliable hai. As new people will come, you don't know whether they will be as good as the older ones or not, and it brings a lot of, kind of dissatisfaction and insecurity amongst the existing employees also. So internal sources of recruitment में हमारे पास सिर्फ 2 हैं, ट्रांसफर एंड प्रमोशन. सो ट्रांसफर को हम कैसे बोलते हैं? ट्रांसफर मीन्स lateral movement. Lateral means horizontal movement of an employee in an organization. It may be from one branch to another, one division to another, one shift to another, one department to another. In this, ARA remains the same, salary remains the same, designation remains the same. कुछ बदलता नहीं है, सिर्फ ट्रांसफर हो जाता है. So let's say one person is not performing very well in one particular department because his interest is something else. तो उसको हमने एक डिपार्टमेंट से दूसरे में ट्रांसफर कर दिया. या transferring employees from overstaffed departments to understaffed departments. That also is a case of transfer. Promotion में क्या होता है? Vertical movement of the employee, जो मैंने पहले भी बताया था. ARA बढ़ेगा, salary बढ़ेगी, जिम्मेदारी बढ़ेगी, designation बढ़ेगा. It is always a welcoming step for the employees. Everybody wants to be promoted. फायदे मैं आपको पहले ही बता चुकी हूँ, इसलिए मैं बहुत ज्यादा टाइम इसमें नहीं लूंगी. Moving on to external sources of recruitment, 10 external sources of recruitment है. अब इसको क्या रहता है ना, आपको ये ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा कि कौन सी सोर्स को आपको यूज कहाँ करना होता है. तो मीनिंग पता होना चाहिए और कौन सी सोर्स कहाँ यूज होगी वो पता होना चाहिए. So what is direct recruitment? Direct recruitment is also called as factory gate recruitment. So इसमें क्या होता है कि whenever the organization requires semi-skilled or unskilled workers or daily wage workers, so they write a description of the workers required and put it at the factory gate. Daily wage earners, they come to the factory gate, and those people who fulfill those criteria are taken in by the organization. जैसे कि आपको मैं एग्जांपल बताऊं, मुंबई में जहां फिल्म सिटी है वहां पे जितने भी ये डेली वर्कर्स होते हैं, जो मॉब यानी क्राउड है या कहीं गाना हो रहा है उसमें या मेले का सीन है, तो ये जितने भी डेली वेज अर्नर्स हैं, जो सो एस्पायरिंग एक्टर्स हैं, हर एक को एक्टर बनना होता है, वो लोग जाते हैं फिल्म सिटी और बाकी जितने स्टूडियोज हैं वहां पे देखते हैं कि भाई आज कौन सी शूटिंग हो रही है, कहाँ किस में जरूरत है, एंड दे ऑफर देयर सर्विसेज ओवर देयर. दैट्स डायरेक्ट रिक्रूटमेंट. इट्स वेरी वेरी इनएक्सपेंसिव वे. Then comes casual callers. Now, what is casual callers? People who apply in the organizations even when vacancies do not exist. They are called casual callers. For example, मेरे आज जॉब छूट गया, अब मुझे जॉब चाहिए, तो मैं बैठी नहीं रहूंगी कि कहीं मेरे को से कोई मुझे कॉल आएगा तो मैं जाऊंगी. I will start writing email resumes, applications to XYZ all the schools. So I will become a casual caller. अब क्या होता है, organizations maintain a database of such candidates, and whenever the need arises, they pull out this database और उसमें से जो भी candidate उनको appropriate लगता है उसको वो interviews और selection process के लिए बुला लेते हैं, right? Then comes media advertising. Now, what is media advertising? Media advertising is the most common and popular method. That means advertising in media, print media. Okay, so regional newspapers, local newspaper, national newspapers में जब हम advertisements निकालते हैं, that is called as media advertising. इसका फायदा ये होता है कि इसमें आप बहुत डिस्क्रिप्शन दे सकते हो, तो वेर एवर अ लॉट ऑफ डिस्क्रिप्शन इज रिक्वायर्ड, लाइक इफ आई लुकिंग फॉर अ टीचर्स जॉब और फॉर अ नैनीज जॉब, यू नो आई नीड निटिग्रिटीज, तो वहां हम मीडिया एडवर्टाइजमेंट के लिए जाते हैं. इसका फायदा यह है कि इसका अप्रोच बहुत वाइड होता है. आपने अखबार में ऐड निकाला तो दुनिया जहान में आपका ऐड पहुंच रहा है. Then comes employment exchanges. Employment exchanges are opened by the government. They don't charge any fee. They act as a link between the service provider and the job seeker, job provider and the job seeker. So what happens? The candidates go and submit their documents with these job employment exchanges. And as and when the organizations reach these employment exchanges, they forward their data or their resume. So ये एक middleman की तरह काम करते हैं who just, pass on the information about the job seekers to the job providers. That's it. But most of the time क्या होता है, ये government run agencies हैं आज की डेट में तो बहुत redundant हो गई हैं. इनके पास जो डेटा रहता है, लाइक अगर मैं ही अपना इनको रिज्यूमे देके आई हूँ, 6 महीने तक मेरे पास कोई कॉल नहीं आया, 6 महीने बाद आया, तो 6 महीने के लिए मैं खाली थोड़ी ना बैठी हूँ. सो इनके these are not highly reliable. Then comes placement agencies and management consultants. So when the same task of employment exchanges is done by the placement agencies, but for money and in a much refined and quicker way, it's called as placement agencies. So they are again a link between job seekers and job providers, and they forward the data of the job seekers to the job providers. Management consultants, on the other hand, ये important है आपके लिए याद रखना. Management consultants, on the other hand, they help in recruiting technical, professional, and managerial personnel. The last line you can see on my screen, technical, professional, and managerial personnel. So if we are talking about recruitment of managers, then it is the management consultants. And they would also give the consultancy agencies. और इतना ही नहीं, consultancy agencies आपके लिए दूसरी companies से भी managers को लाती हैं. Like if you are giving them a promising, like, you say that I want a particular person working in this organization to join my organization, give him a good offer from my side. Placement agencies can do that also for you. Coming on to campus recruitment, it's very easy. It's an arrangement between, between the organizations, the colleges, and the companies, whereby the companies come onto the campus in the last or the second last semester, and they hire the students even before they complete their education. Now the benefit is students को अपनी qualifications, अपनी education, अपनी degree पूरा करने से पहले ही job मिल जाता है, बहुत अच्छा job मिल जाता है, और companies को बहुत refined, बहुत fresh blood, enthusiastic employees काम करने के लिए मिल जाते हैं. Recommendation from present employees minded, कई बार लोग समझ लेते हैं कि internal source है, internal नहीं है. Recommendation from present employees, where organization asks the present employees to recommend someone who they think will be able to fulfill the requirement in the organization. Now the benefit over here is that the person who will come will be really reliable because it has been recommended by an existing employee. तो existing employee उस व्यक्ति को भी जानता है और आपके organization के work culture को भी जानता है. So इससे दोनों को, like organization को, they will be like this person who's coming more reliable and he'll be better to fill in the position. Advertising on television, we know what is advertising on television, but the drawback is कि आप अगर टेलीविजन पे एडवर्टाइज करते हो तो उसमें बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं आ सकती है. लाइक यू कैन जस्ट से 10 PGTs रिक्वायर्ड इन NH गोयल वर्ल्ड स्कूल, पर वो PGTs का डिस्क्रिप्शन आप टीवी पे नहीं दे सकते हो, उसके लिए आपको प्रिंट मीडिया में जाना पड़ेगा. वेब पब्लिशिंग, now web publishing refers to various sites, various electronic sites, websites which are dedicated to the cause of acting as a link between, again, the job seekers and the job providers. So people who are looking for jobs can go and get themselves registered on these websites. And as and when the vacancies arise, they are available on these websites. Okay. So like Naukri.com is one such site, Jobster है, e-monster है, बहुत सारे sites हैं जो dedicated है. और आज की डेट में अगर हम देखें तो LinkedIn, that's the best. And last is labor contractor. So whenever an organization requires semi-skilled, unskilled, raw people in large numbers, they take the services of labor contractors. So who are labor contractors? They are individuals or professionals who have a large workforce working for them. And whenever large people or large number of people are required at a short notice, the companies टॉक टू लेबर कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स. कभी कभी कंपनीज के रोल पे भी होते हैं लेबर कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स कि उनको मंथली कुछ पेमेंट करते रहते हैं ताकि जब भी जरूरत पड़े लार्ज नंबर ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज की, लेबर कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स कैन क्विकली प्रोवाइड देम. सो 10 सोर्सेज. सो यहाँ आपको ध्यान रखना है कि पर्पस क्या है. अगर आपको मैनेजरियल रोल्स फिल करने के लिए चाहिए तो आपके पास है प्लेसमेंट एजेंसीज एंड मैनेजमेंट कंसल्टेंट्स. अगर आपको रॉ लेबर चाहिए और डेली वेज के लिए तो आपके पास डायरेक्ट रिक्रूटमेंट है, इनएक्सपेंसिव भी है. अगर आप चाहते हैं कि जो बंदा है वो रिलायबल हो, उसको वर्क एनवायरनमेंट के बारे में पता हो, तो इट विल बी रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ द एम्प्लॉयज. अगर आप चाहते हैं लार्ज नंबर में, जैसे मान लीजिए कोई इंटरनेशनल गेस्ट आने वाला है कंपनी में और आप दिखाना चाहते हैं कि बहुत सारे लोगों के लिए हमने CSR एक्टिविटी की है, तो CSR एक्टिविटी लाइक दैट वी हैव डन लॉट ऑफ गुड टू द पीपल, तो आपको भीड़ दिखानी है बस, तो लेबर कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को कहेंगे वो आ जाएगा. कंस्ट्रक्शन के काम में लेबर कॉन्ट्रैक्टर का बहुत काम चलता है क्योंकि ईंटें, मिट्टी, गारा, इस सबको ढोने के लिए, कंस्ट्रक्शन का काम करने के लिए लेबर कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स आपको एकदम से वर्कफोर्स प्रोवाइड करते हैं. सो दैट इज इंटरनल एंड एक्सटर्नल सोर्सेस ऑफ रिक्रूटमेंट. You can see the difference here. हाँ, हम ये जरूर कहते हैं that when we talk about internal recruitment, we say that at times it becomes it doesn't work, one, when the people in the organization are unfit to fulfill the position. Second, people may become redundant because they would feel कि हाँ seniority के हिसाब as the years will pass on हमें automatically promotion मिलेगा. So they may become complacent, right? Complacent means they will not work with the full zeal. That is why it's good to have external recruitment at certain places. Also, one most important thing is if one person, let's say there are 10 people working in an organization at lower level management और उसमें से 2 को middle level में ले गए, तो वो जो 8 लोग रह गए हैं वो ना तो उन 2 लोगों का रिस्पेक्ट करेंगे जिनका प्रमोशन हुआ है और ना ही उनको काम करके देंगे. व्हाई? बिकॉज इट्स ह्यूमन टेंडेंसी कि कल तक तो हमारे साथ काम करते थे, आज बॉस बन के हम पे हुक्म चला रहे हैं, वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू लिसन टू देम. दैट इज वाई जब भी मैनेजमेंट रोल्स की बात होती है तो हमेशा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को बाहर से कोई लाना पड़ता है. ऑल्सो इट इन्फ्यूजेस फ्रेश ब्लड, न्यू आइडियाज, न्यू इनोवेशंस, लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी, लेटेस्ट मेथोडोलॉजी, वो सब भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में आता है. ठीक है जी. सो ये हो गया हमारे मेथड्स ऑफ रिक्रूटमेंट. अब हमारा होगा सिलेक्शन. 37 मिनट्स हो गए बेटा. आई एम गोइंग टू स्टॉप शेयरिंग माई स्क्रीन ओवर. आई एम लिटरली टायर्ड ऑफ स्पीकिंग कंटिन्यूअसली. तो एक काम करते हैं, बल्कि 38 मिनट्स है, यू कैन गो थ्रू दीज स्टेप्स क्विकली. एक बार पढ़ लो और फिर मैं एक्सप्लेन कर देती हूँ. सो स्टफिंग हो गया, सिलेक्शन. लेट मी ड्रिंक सम वाटर.
Ma'am, are we going to solve the worksheets?
Yes, if you would like to, definitely, why not? That's why I want to be very fast with this. इसलिए मैं बहुत जल्दी आपको पढ़ा रही हूँ because also it's a revision session. Okay, so first step in the selection process, preliminary screening. Preliminary screening means going through the applications, resume, CV of the candidate and filtering or rejecting the unfit candidates. So आपकी job profile बनी हुई है, job description बना हुआ है, वो सारा डेटा जो आपके पास है, applications जो है, उसको HR managers filter करते हैं, देखते हैं, जो लोग उस पैरामीटर को फुलफिल नहीं कर रहे उसको वहीं से रिजेक्ट कर दिया जाता है. That means applications are shortlisting. So preliminary screening means shortlisting the applications. Okay.